Almost all salon equipment works without problems. Typical problems were noted only in the air conditioning system. It happened that the compressors failed. Almost all Primera operated in Ukraine are equipped with gasoline engines. The most serious problem with these units, released in the first 2 to 3 years of production of this car, is the unsuccessful upper catalyst and engine management program. They were designed for European fuel, and when using low-quality gasoline, the catalyst was destroyed. Some of its crumbling honeycombs were sucked into the cylinders, scratching their walls, and some fell into the lower catalyst, clogging it. Owners have noticed a problem with poor engine response and increased oil consumption. As a rule, in this case, an expensive overhaul of the engine was required. Later, the manufacturer eliminated the problem by installing a different catalyst and a different engine management program, and a corresponding recall company was offered for previously sold cars. Motorists advise car owners of the first years of production to flash the brain of the engine control unit for free at a branded service station. However, the problems with Primera gasoline engines do not end there. So, the timing of all units is equipped with a metal chain that does not withstand active driving. Under such operating conditions, it is able to stretch out after a run of 80,000 kilometers. The camshaft and crankshaft sprockets become unusable. The service life of the chain tensioner is 100 to 150,000 kilometers, even in normal driving modes. The airflow meter malfunctions, which is manifested by unstable operation of a warm engine, its spontaneous shutdown, stalls, and an increase in fuel consumption. The camshaft and crankshaft position sensors may also fail. The engine does not start. True, when installing new parts, the problem disappeared. The sensors of the new sample work reliably. The individual ignition coils and variable valve timing generally serve well. Thermal valve clearances are theoretically adjustable, but in practice this had to be done only when repairing the cylinder head. The fuel filter does not change separately, only together with the pump, although they usually last a long time. Fans of active driving will not like the Primera. Its engines provide mediocre dynamic capabilities. For example, with a 1.8-liter engine, acceleration to hundreds takes 11.9 seconds, and with the soft suspension, unpleasant pecks and body rolls occur during sharp maneuvers. All Primera are front-wheel drive cars that were equipped with manual transmissions and a continuously variable CVT variator. In our market, it is quite possible to find copies with any of the proposed gearboxes. According to the mechanics, the variator is reliable and, with proper operation, serves without problems. However, it requires the use of only original Nissan oil, designed specifically for CVT, volume 4.0 liters. It needs to be changed, as in the MCP, every 60,000 kilometers. The use of other transmission lubricants threatens premature failure of the variator. Mechanics can fail. The gearbox had to be repaired with a run of over 150,000 kilometers due to the failure of the shaft bearings. The malfunction is manifested by increased noise of the gearbox. The chassis of this car will certainly appeal to fans of a comfortable ride. It is soft and provides a high smooth ride. Structurally, an independent multi-link is used in front and a semi-independent beam in the back. The front suspension will have to be repaired every 30 to 50,000 kilometers. This is the service life of the bushings and stabilizer struts and ball bearings of the lower arms. Ball upper arms will last 70 to 80,000 kilometers. Branded consumables, ball and silent blocks, are supplied with levers, although they can be purchased separately in the non-original. The rubbers of the levers are able to withstand 2 lifetimes of the ball ones. The rear semi-independent beam, as a rule, is durable. But if the car is often overloaded, the silent blocks of the beam may become unusable. Structurally, they are made non-removable, and they are changed only together with the beam. Moreover, it will not be possible to pick up alternative gum bands. They serve very little, and at the same time the installation angles of the rear wheels are violated. Consignment note and replacement of the rear bearings, together with the hubs, non-original spare part, 1270 UAH. There may be problems with the steering, equipped with power steering. So, over time, the rack bushing and the gear rack pair break. This malfunction is indicated by a characteristic knock when driving over bumps. In addition, the rail seals may lose their tightness. Moreover, the steering one is non-separable and it is impossible to replace the steering rod separately. Replacement is possible only assembled with the rack, though tips are offered separately. If the car owner ignores the regular replacement of the working fluid, every 2 years or 60,000 kilometers, then the power steering spool valve becomes clogged. The malfunction is manifested by a deterioration in the performance of the amplifier. The steering wheel rotates with great effort. Nissan Primera, P12, is a very peculiar car. With its unusual design, it attracts people with extraordinary views. Its calm engines and soft suspension are more suitable for lovers of inactive measured driving, and small cargo compartments are for those who do not particularly care about the volume for transporting goods. And yet, despite belonging to the Japanese brand, this model does not meet the image of super reliable cars from the land of the rising sun.